Ladies and gentlemen, alcohol is one of the most addictive drugs on the planet. Tens of millions of people drink it, and millions of people try to stop drinking it every single year and sadly end up failing. Now, why? Why does this happen? Why is alcohol so damn addictive? Why do people fail? Well, today I'm going to break down the 6 reasons why it is so addictive, and the reason why I'm making this video is so you can be aware of all of these things, so when you try to stop drinking it, it's going to be a walk in the park. And very quickly, why should you listen to me? So my name's Leon Sylvester. I used to drink for about 10 years. I tried to stop drinking alcohol hundreds of times, and now I've not drank for 4 years. And stopping drinking alcohol, my life has exploded in every single way. I've started a new company, I've traveled the world, I'm in the best shape of my life, I'm in a new relationship. All these amazing things have happened as a result of not drinking. And since then, I started this company called Sober Clear, where I work with business owners and professionals, helping them get control of their drinking. Now, the first reason why alcohol is so addictive, right? And there's all this, you're going to understand as we get into it later in the video, but there's a recurring theme amongst all of this stuff. But the first reason is the movies, right? Think about this. Think about your favorite movie ever. Odds are that the character of that movie drank alcohol. I don't know, just think about it, right? Game of Thrones, what do? They all drink alcohol. Think about not just movies, series as well, but think of all the good ones. The Godfather, they're drinking alcohol. Shawshank Redemption, they're drinking beers. Hard Day of when they're doing the stuff on the roof and they drink the beers. The list goes on and on and on. And what we start to see is that our favorite characters all drink alcohol. And this is when we can start buying into the illusion that, there's something to gain here. There's something to gain from poisoning myself. And this happens from day one of being born. We're born into a society that associates alcohol and good times, alcohol and relaxation, alcohol and all of this stuff. So from day one of being born, this process is already starting, which we'll get into the process towards the end of the video, so stick around till then. But that's the first reason why it's addictive. We see it in the movies. The second reason why it is so addictive is because of media, right? Think about the media publications that talk about how wine drinkers live a little bit longer, they've got less heart disease because of the resveratrol and all of these nonsense studies which aren't actually related to alcohol, right? Think about all these publications that we see headlining on, BBC News, Fox News, whatever news you watch. Alcohol drinkers somehow live longer. There's some benefit to consuming a poison, right? We start to buy into this idea that there are benefits to consuming alcohol, right? Just to remind you, alcohol is a toxic chemical that if you drink a neat pint of it, you will die, right? Somehow we're led to believe that if we drink a little bit of this, that's somehow okay. But we don't think that smoking a few cigarettes is good for us, but with alcohol it's different. Again, I'll get into it at the end of the video, so stick around, but this is all adding to it. The third reason is the marketing of alcohol. Think about a whiskey advertisement, it's sophistication and masculinity. Think about a wine advert. It's glamour, it's good food and wine. Think about how alcohol is actually marketed. I remember when I was at university, I had to do a thing about whether or not Heineken should sponsor the Rugby World Cup. But it's kind of like the perfect sponsor because, beer, rugby, lads, beer, rugby, lads. It is the perfect sponsor. But again, I don't see those rugby players drinking beers before they go on the field when they need to perform at the highest level, right? Again, there's this misalignment with how alcohol is portrayed and what it actually does for us, right? Because really, you never see an alcohol advert with 2 black eyes from domestic violence, right? You never see sick on the floor. You never see somebody blacking out on an advert. We get sold this illusion, which leads me to the fourth reason why it's so addictive, and it's other drinkers. Right? Because we live in a society where everybody's bought into this idea that alcohol adds value, and this then gets further reinforced by other people that drink it. So, we go out with our friends and they're like, yeah, let's have a few drinks. Let's go to a bar, let's go to a restaurant, let's order a glass of wine, let's do this, let's do that. So again, people that you love, that you admire, your friends, your family, your parents, whoever it may be, they're also adding to what I'm going to explain at the end of the video, right? They're all adding to this. The fifth thing, now, this isn't a conspiracy theory, but the fifth thing that makes it addictive are government guidelines, right? Governments are saying that there's a recommended amount that you can drink every single week. I don't know how many units it is. I don't really listen to what governments are telling me to do. If they're telling me that it's okay to drink a small amount of poison every single week, does anybody really listen to that recommended daily allowance? I guess some people do, but for me, this idea that I can drink a small amount of poison and be okay is completely ludicrous. I don't understand. Maybe when they put that in place, then actually it did end up reducing people's drinking. I don't know the exact statistics, right? But if a government is telling you that it's okay to drink a small amount of a highly addictive drug, that to me is just adding to the problem. Now, the sixth reason why it's so addictive is that it is a drug, right? Alcohol is a drug. It's a poisonous, addictive drug. If you drink one drink, chances are that you will want to drink another and another and another. Now, the first 5 points of this video were not about the physical effects of alcohol being addictive. It was all down to the conditioning. We have been conditioned to see alcohol as something that adds value in our life, full stop. Combine that with the fact that it's an addictive drug, you've got a recipe for disaster. Now, if you actually want to learn how to get control of your drinking, then I've made a training video in the description that's all about how to get control of your drinking using something called first principles thinking, which is all about removing this conditioning. So if you click the link in the description, you can get access to that. Have a great day.